Warner Bros. Just pulled off what many thought was impossible in today's challenging theatrical landscape. And the numbers are absolutely staggering. The studio's latest supernatural thriller, The Conjuring Last Rites, has completely dominated Thursday night previews, raking in an extraordinary $7 million to $8 million, starting from its 3 p.m. screenings. But here's where it gets controversial. This isn't just another horror success story. This marks Warner Bros.'s 7th #1 opening weekend victory this year alone, with an unprecedented 4th consecutive horror film claiming the top spot. Some industry insiders are quietly asking, is the market becoming oversaturated with supernatural content, or are audiences simply craving more escapism than ever before? Directed by Michael Chaves and carrying an R rating that promises genuine scares, this latest entry from Safran Company and Atomic Monster Productions is now projected to capture a heavenly $40 million or more during its Friday through Monday debut period. To put this in perspective for those unfamiliar with box office dynamics, preview numbers often serve as reliable predictors for opening weekend performance. And these figures are breaking franchise records left and right. The preview earnings have officially surpassed every comparable horror release in recent memory. Consider these telling comparisons. Sinners managed $4.7 million in previews. Final Destination Bloodlines earned $5.5 million. Weapons captured $5.7 million. And even The Nun, a previous Conjuring Universe hit, only secured $5.4 million in its preview screenings. Interestingly, Chaves previously helmed The Nun 2, which generated a more modest $3.1 million in previews, making his latest achievement even more remarkable. And this is the part most people miss: the broader implications for the horror genre's commercial viability. Both Final Destination Bloodlines and The Nun ultimately opened to impressive 50 million plus weekends, with The Nun claiming the crown as the largest domestic opening in Conjuring franchise history at $53.8 million. The entire Conjuring cinematic universe, encompassing the core films alongside the popular Nun and Annabelle spin-off series, has generated an astronomical $2.3 billion in worldwide box office revenue, officially establishing itself as the highest-grossing horror franchise of all time. However, critical reception tells a different story that might spark some heated debates. While audience scores on Rotten Tomatoes remain unavailable, professional critics have awarded Last Rites a lukewarm 58% approval rating. This score sits remarkably close to its predecessor, 2021's The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, which received 56% critical approval. But here's where the business strategy becomes questionable. That previous installment's box office potential was significantly hampered by Warner Bros.' controversial decision to release it simultaneously in theaters and on HBO Max during the pandemic recovery period. The Devil Made Me Do It launched with only $24.1 million domestically and concluded its theatrical run at $65.6 million in the United States, reaching $206 million globally. Many industry analysts argue this day-and-date streaming strategy, implemented during cinema reopenings following COVID-19 closures, is quite different to the original outcome. Artificially suppressed what could have been much stronger box office numbers. To understand the current market dynamics better, it's worth examining Warner Bros.' recent horror track record. This past May, the studio launched New Line Cinema's Final Destination Bloodlines to a franchise record $51.6 million domestic opening, with the film ultimately becoming the highest earning entry in that particular horror series, accumulating over $138 million domestically and an impressive $301 million worldwide. But here's the million-dollar question that's dividing industry experts. Are we witnessing a genuine renaissance in horror cinema, Or is this success built on nostalgia and franchise recognition rather than innovative storytelling? With streaming platforms offering countless horror options and theatrical experiences becoming increasingly expensive, what drives audiences to choose the big screen for their supernatural thrills? What do you think? Is the horror genre experiencing a golden age of creativity and commercial success? Or are studios simply exploiting proven formulas while genuine innovation takes a back seat? Share your thoughts on whether these massive box office numbers reflect audience hunger for quality scares or just effective marketing of familiar franchises.